I'm joined by Activation. Hello, Activation.
Hello, Sizzled, how are you?
I'm good, thanks, and we're about to get underway with Round 2 of OLTP Season 5. We are playing on Pilot, and we are watching the Cap 22's, consisting of Rain, Hayes, Drogo, and Baz, face up against Can We Cap, consisting of Bob A, Biscotti, Pat, and Carbol. An interesting lineup, a lot of people calling this perhaps the most interesting one of the weekend so far. That was previously held by Ballfathers, that title, until they got kicked, are they 3-0 in the first 10 minutes, is that right?
Let me double check.
Alright, so now that there are no more games that can be decided anymore, this is the most interesting game of the weekend, is the way that this is playing so far.
Very interested to see how Baz goes, playing for his first time in Majors this season for LTP.
That's a debut for Baz. Drogo is returning for the first time since Season 2, I believe, as well. It might have been Season 3. Hayes has not had too much experience. He was playing the latter half of OLTP last season, so the least experienced team, plus Rain, against Bob A, Biscotti, both of whom have made it to the finals consistently, as well as Pat, who is the only rookie from their side, and Carbolic, who has also been AWOL since Season 2, I think.
Yeah, I'm very excited also to see how Pat and Bobby plays, because in scrims they've been playing very well, and one thing I'd like to see them do, how they did in pubs, scrims where their pubs are really good. They were on point nearly every single time.
And pups are going to be pretty integral in this map. One tag pro is generally going to result in a cap. It's pretty laughable when you have a tag pro on your team and you don't cap. Can happen, but still pretty laughable nonetheless. So in a scrimmage today, we had 3 tag pros, we still conceded. Oh yeah.
Unless you're the ball busters and you're allowed to stuff up. Okay, starting off a tag pro for the Cap 22's, tag pro mid, and the RB for the Can We Cap It.
Straight off, giving an advantage to the Cap 22s. A rolling bomb is generally considered to be far less useful. Plus the fact that Baz has that better spawn, he's going to get that mid. He's going to be Bob A too. Of course, Bob A can't see where that spawn is. No, Baz actually turned around. He stops to line it up. Not sure about that. Is that indicative of perhaps just rookie syndrome, of just not knowing how to speed up that boost or how to get that as fast as possible? Missing out on that tag, bro, which is going to be very threatening already for Bob A. Drogo, trying to get a base, getting caught by Biscotti and Carbolic. Quite a formidable duo already. Pat trying to make it through top, can't get the escort, can get the escort. No, not quite. Bob A ended up getting 1 kill, but that subsequently forced Hayes into a return using that extra little bit of a noob spike. I think we want to call it flaccid from Rain, a flaccid from Drogo, another reset already.
Bobby seems to be out. No, gets a turn. Let's see what Pat can do. He gets past Baz. Should be cut off here by Hayes. No, he's staying alive. Probably staying alive for the regrab. Pat's doing a very good job going around base. Can he get out? No, Baz gets a nice return. Drogo could maybe get out. This guy gets a nice return. This should be a reset, and which it is. Power-ups are respawning. Rain goes for a grab. Should be returned. Good effort. 2 people stacking mid for each team. Bobby should get this. He does. Tag pro for Bobby, tag pro for Baz, and tag pro for Biscotti.
Awesome, that's what makes these games exciting. I love it. Bob A with the tag for Escort's going to have to sacrifice himself, not really any other option. Hayes with the snipe. It's interesting to see. I'm just watching as Rain has an opportunity to get out and doesn't get it. But it's interesting to see. It's only been the first minute and a half of this game, but already you just watch the 2 defensive duos of both teams, and you can see that Hayes and Baz are playing much more of an individual game, both trying to get defenses, returns and contains. Playing defensively in the way that suits them individually, whereas Carbolic and Biscotti, who have been training, and you can already see them forming their own little constellation on defense, trying to work together, one being aggressive with the other, and they're manning up on each other. They're not playing independently the way that Hayes and Baz, I think, have been so far. Obviously, it's a bit harder to tell with that reset going on. Rain trying to grab, trying to get out, looking for a split. Carbolic is not going to let that happen. Doesn't even need to use the boost to get it, but he does use the boost to get the second kill. And again, Biscotti using the contain, as they're now calling for the pair-ups, but just really channeling and forcing Rain to go one way so Carbolic can get the return in the other way.
Yeah, that also comes with how Hayes and Baz are playing. It just comes into practice, because Biscotti and Carb, with their team too, they're on every day scrimming, while Baz isn't always on due to his real-life job. But you can see how their defense is a lot better coordinated with each other.
Biscotti struggling with that tag for Escort, just a bit too many respawns, not really communicating with any players respawning. Return for cap scenario, not going to happen. Yeah, it is a kiss, that's a sensible decision, intentional or not.
This should be a reset. Hopefully Drogo and Hayes can lock it down. Pad's trying his best. Unlucky there. Interesting start. This is more of an O-orientated map, and there's still no caps after about 3 minutes, with pups respawning soon.
Yeah, I think this is going to take a little bit of a while to really get in the groove of keeping that that regrab chain going non-stop. Probably just a little bit nervous. I think both captains here as well.
Oh,
Both captains here have a bit of a rivalry going on. If you haven't been living under a rock, you'd know. The rivalry between Rain and Bobby. There's captains. There's a lot of line, a lot of pressure.
RB for Biscotti. This should be a cap unless Bobby gets out, which he might. He's done well to get out to keep the regrab up now. Good return from Pat. Carbolic may be able to get out. He's out head too. But Rain is also out.
The Carbolic won't be able to do anything with that tag bro Henri. Rain wasn't able to do anything either, getting contained by Bobby and Biscotti. So those two tag bros aren't going to amount to anything this time around.
Yeah, the pups just seem like maybe not because of how they've used their budgets, the position they've been in, but it hasn't had really any effect from like any tag pros haven't really did much in this game.
Bobby went for a cheeky snooker there, couldn't make it happen, but went for the snooker to get Biscotti. Return ended up a kiss instead, so not all was lost. Counter snipe from Carb makes it happen with the rebound. Again, power-ups respawning. They're being kept almost entirely in time. The mid comes first, then the left, and then the right, I do believe. No, I was wrong. They are consecutive. They are sequential.
Biscotti spikes himself and lets Rain get the tag, bro. That could be pretty important.
Bobby with a good grab. All three power-ups. Two cap 22s, but a good grab from Bobby. They need to get a Sui. Can't make it happen. Bobby ends up running straight into the face of Rain. Baz with the tag pro escort now. Trying to Rain out. Rain boosts ahead. This is going to be their best opportunity to cap. Rain goes for the bomb snipe. Instead of just leading for the escort, he just went for the bomb snipe instead. That ends up killing his teammate. Pat is now in the bottom corner of the power-up. Still with the flag. Baz misses the boost. Doesn't get the snipe. He's ahead of Rain. Hayes is the last person to beat who doesn't have the flag now. The bomb from behind. Rain and Baz didn't coordinate who was going to grab it, so they ended up both going for it, giving Pat another extra 10 seconds of fresh air. But Scotty trying to solo contain. Hayes makes it happen. Carbolic is on the return. Trying to get Baz, it doesn't make it happen. Raid ends up closing down on Pat just in the nick of time. A nice series of plays, a nice series of defense, and a ton of mistakes from the Cap 22s, but luckily they were able to recover in the end. They were able to get that final regrab long enough to get the return, and Rain was able to sweep in and get that final return.
Respawning. Usual setup. Pat with a nice bomb. Drago could be out, but RB for mid. Oh, that's a cap.
That is a cap. That was all very fast. That was all very fast. That was just a missed snipe from Biscotti, as well as a bit of a missed cover from Bobby in the middle. Couldn't quite get to that return. Left Drogo with an unguarded base to come into cap.
Biscotti here with the tag pro. Cleans out 3. Head of 3.
The massacre of Biscotti. Here's another escort coming in. Baz is going to be the only hope to come from behind. Makes it happen.
Rain
slows him down enough to let Rain get that return. Hayes on the middle bomb. Pat needs to try and shut that off so Bobby can get through. He's ahead of 2 now. 2 to beat. 2 to block. Carbolic is in the complete opposite direction of where he needs to be. Comes down, can't get the return in time, so Bobby's going to have to wait another day to get that cap. Still just dancing around, flirting with those spikes in the middle a little bit. Carbolic getting a return just as Baz does, or shortly after. Hayes trying to find his way through mid. Carbolic should have that snipe. The good coordination from Bobby and Carbolic making easy return. Easy work of return, sorry.
Perhaps are respawning again.
Bobby... They're going to be completely distracted by the fact that there's 2 flag carriers out right now. 2 tag pros to cap 22s and a self-spike from the flag carrier who has been AWOL.
This could be a head of 3 if they do get their turn. Unlucky spawn there. The Scotty's trying to get out base. Could be past 3 now. Bobby gets the regrab with the RB. Gets past Hayes. Baz misses his snipe. Going for mid. Pat doesn't hit the bomb. Bobby's still ahead of 2. Head 3. Oh.
Carbolic misses the snipe.
Now, Drogo's out ahead 3. Pat has to stay alive. That's a smart choice. He just goes down low. Oh, now he's head 3 if they get the return. Pat's doing great work. Great choice. Good kiss. Cowboys going for mid. Hayes just stuff. Drogo doesn't, but Pops are respawning again. Let's see if they did a normal split of 2 go mid and 1 goes theirs. Pat's setting up for mid. Bobby's setting up for theirs. No one seems to be challenging Pat at all. It's like, oh, Drogo's coming. No. Pat gets middle uncontested.
That's easy. That should be a full round of power-ups with 2 people on that right power-up as well. It should be a full round of power-ups to come and cap all juke juices.
Both flaccid. I was unlucky there. Both chucked the flaccid.
Yeah, well, I think Cap 22 saw all those juke juices and said, alright, let's just stick on 3D events for a little bit to make sure they can't do anything with this. They did that and managed to make 2 flasses out of those juke juices.
Nice handoff from Biscotti. Could be out if Baz hits the snipe. Doesn't. Misses it. Good work by Pat.
A contain from Biscotti and Carbolic getting one return. A contain from Biscotti and Carbolic, maybe not being able to get that second return. Not quite. Drogo does get away, sneaking through that spike field to make it happen.
Yeah, if they get the turn here, Bobby should go for the kiss. Smart choice. If Biscotti can get past Rain and he's ahead of 3, they get the return. Best spikes. If Biscotti can get past Rain, he does. Drogo stuck mid. Biscotti could be out. Nice bomb from him. Unlucky. Power-ups are spawning. Bobby gets the tie for it. Bad's gonna RB. This should be a cap. At least it...
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This is laughable if they can't get a cap out of that. They're gonna juke on defense
That's
as well.
out, but they have to get this return. We're spawning as the tag pro. Might be able to get him. They should be able to lock it down unless Hayes can do something. Good boost.
Yeah, that's just really poor. I think that that's really poor from Can We Cap. 3 people containing there, and none of them could get a return on one Hayes. Although credit to Hayes for being quick with seeing the gap that was open and getting that boost around the back wall to ultimately prevent Can We Cap from getting the cap.
Yeah, it was smart positioning from Hayes to put himself near the boost.
Baz is lagged out. It's a 3v4 as well. Sorry to interrupt. There's a 3v4. If they get a cap, it's going to be right now. It's a kiss to get that reset going. Great way to speed that up. Carbolic coming in. Bobby, why is Bobby waiting for the pair up instead of trying to get the reset? I'm not sure. Carbolic, Rain should be going for a kiss here.
Demo does jump in.
That was way too long. I don't know what Bobby was doing. Bobby was making that a 3v3 instead of using the 3v4 that they had by waiting for that pair up in the middle. Just completely nonsensical, I think.
Yeah, Bobby could be out if they get the return.
It's a reset. That's an opportunity to cap. That's an opportunity to cap. Pat went for the kiss as well, and again, it's just that quick decision making that's just not there. Pat went for the kiss when he should have just gone straight for the flag and let his defense get the kiss. It just didn't really make that much sense, and I think that's the demise of Can We Cap at the moment. No more pair-ups are going to be respawning. They've got 10 seconds left on the clock. Cap 22's aren't going to be able to, and Can We Cap are going to have to work hard with those 3 to make a cap happen. Or maybe Demo's going to prove me wrong as he's coming into base. 1 second left. No, he's not going to make it happen. But that was just poor decision making. I think was the demise of Can We Cap during that.
Yeah, that was a very close half for the map that they're playing on Pilot. You expect more caps than just the single 1 cap. But very interesting half. Hopefully Baz does return for the second half. But that was a very good half. I think the only cap was 2 Rain. Done a very good job there. I'll be excited to see what happens in the second half. See if Can We Cap can pull ahead, or if Rain's team can hold the lead or extend the lead. But I'd love to see what would happen if Baz does not return. And see how Demo goes, because Demo is a majors player. He just chooses to pick up minors, and it wouldn't be that much of a step up for him if needed be. But yes. Any news on Baz Sizzled?
Nah, didn't hear anything.
Hopefully he is okay to play on. If not, I'd be interested to see how Demo will play.
Well, he's pretty new to majors as well. He's spent a lot of time dominating minors. He's only had a couple of appearances in majors. None of them have necessarily really gone his way. I think the last one I recall was back in last season, first round, where they lost 6-2 on Wormy.
Yes. Do you think if Demo does play Rain, will switch to defense?
They'll have to. I don't know exactly what their configuration is going to be, but they're not going to be able to play Demo on defense, and he despises that role. I think Rain credits himself as being somewhat of a good defender, so he might be best suited for that. But yeah, that's probably what they're going to go with.
I don't see Drogo playing I think he's a competent defender, but I think Rain will opt to put defense for him if need be.
But already going in, Demo and Drogo against Bobby and Pat is a fairly balanced offensive duo, I think. But Biscotti and Carbolic will have the defensive advantage against a pseudo rookie and. Well, 2 pseudo rookies, really.
Demo has jumped out, so Baz may be returning, but how do you think the defense was for either team? Do you reckon there was any mistakes, any positioning that they should improve?
Yeah, Baz has come back into the group, but yeah, I think it was mostly just down to the bad decision making from Can We Cap's defense. I think there were some really great offensive plays from Cap 22's, but ultimately I think if the defense of Cap had been just a little bit smarter, and probably even the offensive too, to be fair, they would have been capitalizing on a lot more of those opportunities and that pub control that they had as well, because they were definitely dominant in those pubs towards the latter stages of the half, I think.
Yeah, but it also seems like the pubs are kind of hurting, because the one cap that Cap 22's did get was because one player was getting a pup in their base and Bobby was stuck mid going for the pup and there was only one ahead. So the pups are giving them an advantage, but a disadvantage at the same time, so putting them in our position. This half, I'd like to see Camry Cap would probably focus less on pups and just get their positioning down. Because the pups did not really affect anything in that whole half. Even there was a couple typos that they should have ended up in a cap, but just good positioning from Cap 22's. And the second half is starting. Baz is back in. Hopefully he can last the whole half here. What do you predict to happen, Sizzle? Do you think Camry Kappa can pull through and get the win? Or do you reckon Cap 22's will hold on to their lead?
I think there's going to be some change of strats, but I don't want to call it at the moment. I don't want to call if there's going to be a winner yet. It's still only one cap difference in one of the lowest scoring halves that OLTP has ever had, 0-1.
Yeah, Pilot is known for a very cap-heavy map, I guess. And with a solid spawn of just RB mid and Typer on each side, so it should just be a Typer for each offender. And so you can use it better to help that offender out of base.
3, 2.
Hayes might have a better spawn here for mid as well, unless Carbox can go for it. He does, just gets it in time. He ends up spiking himself. Probably actually ended up better to spike yourself in the end to make sure you can actually preserve that rolling bomb.
Yeah, that will help him with Biscotti with the Typro, and that's kind of a smart move. Especially if you knew or you saw that it was an RB just before you were going to take it, so you can spike yourself. Nothing can be done with these power-ups, and it'll just be 2-on-2 now. Typos both run out. I'd like to see Pat and Bobby coordinate themselves a bit better. And nice return from Carbolic. There should be a return. Pat could be out. No, staying in base. Good return. Good defense. Oh, nice bomb.
Oh yeah, that was some good defensive coordination though from the red half of the field where Carbolic and Biscotti were just moving forwards as a wall, working together the way that they should be, synergizing really well and working as a unit.
Yeah.
Whereas from the other end of the field you see Pat who's flat-sitting while Bob A is even there.
Yeah, that just comes with the inexperience of Pat. As this is his second game in majors, like he's a major starter. So yeah, pups are spawning. Rain does get a tag pro. Duke just for Hayes. And this should be a reset for both halves. Oh, Joker's staying alive. He's doing a good job. Unlucky there. Let's see if Rain can use his tag pro to get a grab. Baz is going back to defense. So he's coming to offense now. This should be a grab out. Unless Carper can hit the snipe. What? Probably goes away from the bomb. Just trying to stay ahead, I guess. Should be return. Good return back. It should be a reset. Oh, Rain does well. He gets out. And Carper cleans up.
I don't even know if I should be crediting the defense at this point or just the poor offensive lineups from both teams just not really getting anywhere. Rain's sitting in mid, 20 seconds prematurely waiting for that mid pup as well. As Boba's getting out of base. Carbolic with a cheeky kill on Baz. Bobe with a perfectly and probably accidentally timed bomb to get out of that pup section, but ends up dying to Rain in the middle anyway.
See if Rain can do anything with his juices. Carbolic is ahead of 2, but could be ahead of 3. Rain gets out, but great grab by him. Carb is staying alive. Unlucky there. No one seems to be chasing Pat or Rain. It's just 1-on-1. Good kiss by there. Should be able to get a return here. If Carb hits the snipe, which he does well, or attempt it. It's right. Baz could be out ahead of 4. Takes the bottom rib and is not able to get out of base. Oh, Joker, smart bomb there. Bombing Biscotti into the spike. Baz might be out. He is out ahead 2. Out ahead of 3. Oh, sloppy bomb angle. Just a nice reset. Pups are respawning, but let's see if Camry Kappa can use them in the right way this time to get a cap out of it. Pat does get the RB and spikes himself. Biscotti should be able to get their base. Drogo does. I think Drogo might have got. No, I think Biscotti got that RB.
Yeah, ends up getting defused.
Yeah.
which is why
Cap
Joker was
again.
launched all the way to the top left.
That's Rain could be out ahead 3. He is. Bobby needs to stay alive here, which he should do very. Oh, Biscotti bombs. Guys, I think it was into friggin' Bobby.
I think that was Bobby's fault, honestly. But Jogo's coming in. Biscotti gets a grab. Biscotti gets a grab and holds the flag for long enough. Biscotti's ahead of 3. Biscotti's ahead of 3, but Rain's only on his own ahead. Carbolic trying to catch up, but ends up helping Hayes in the process. I think Biscotti trying to stay alive couldn't make it happen. No, sorry, I think that cap before was a result of Bobby. Bobby had the boost and boosted straight into the face of Baz, which is why he ended up getting returned. I think that was Carbolic's fault at all. Pups are respawning.
Haggett's a nice bomb. He could be out ahead of. He is ahead of 2. Return would be good. Jogo gets to return. They do get past up. Biscotti does get a tag push. They should be able to get out base, and if they can get the return, this could be a cap. No one seems to be chasing Baz. He just seems to be wandering by himself. But going back to that play, Biscotti, it was a great grab from him. Like 10 out of 10 play there, just holding the flag long enough, and even getting out of base and preventing that cap. Rain could be out ahead of 2 if he hits this boost. Oh, nice help from Joker there. Rain is ahead of 2. They get it, and that's ahead of 3. Can they get Biscotti? Good work by Pat. Biscotti's out ahead of 3 now. Carbolic needs to get this return, but Carbolic just pushes back. He needs to be pushing forward then. Good kiss from Joker.
There's a lack of communication, I'd say that was.
I think Carbolic was just playing the contain game so he wouldn't get ahead. I don't think he was going to push forward. Baz hits the boost. Straight into Bobby. Bobby could be out if he gets past Rain. Rain does a good job. Hayes gets the tag pro Juke Juice. Might be able to get their pup too. Oh, good bomb by Pat. They got tag pro their side too. These tag pros don't seem to do much in this game. There's been no caps. Oh, flustered grab from Scotty. By saying that, Pat is out ahead too, and so is Hayes. Out ahead 3. Oh.
That's advantage to the can we cap it there if Biscotti is not going to be able to get a solid return on Rain. Bobby's not going to be able to do much better either. So Rain lives another day, prevent the cap just a little bit longer.
Rain's doing an excellent job on hold. I'm not sure how much hold he has, but it seems like he's just been holding in all the right situations that he's needed to be holding to prevent a cap. Good kiss by there. Paddy, if you can get the turn on Jogo, could be a cap. Could be Jogo gets out again. Still could be a cap. Bobby, nearly gets a nice split. Unlucky there. Power-ups are respawning. Let's see what Rain can do. He's out ahead too. No, he's not. Good timing on that pup. Gets the RB. Hayes gets the Juke Juice. Pat's going to try to get that pup, but Hayes double us up on that Juke Juice. All pups seem to be going to the cap 22, so it still doesn't seem to affect the game at all. Nice piece by Scotty. Another spike to Pat. Seems to be a lot of spikes on this map. And people running into them. Oh. Pat spikes himself again and keeps staying alive. Scotty's doing a fantastic job holding still. They can coordinate this with defense. There's one return. Oh, damn. Scotty nearly gets through both of them. Hayes could be out ahead of 3, but so is Bobby. He's out ahead of 1. Bobby needs to get past Baz. Rain hits his sniper. Good work by Rain. Pat could be out. Oh, he's opting to go for the pop. He should be able to try to get out. Hayes cleans up. They should get their base. And Rain should get mid. Oh, Carb does a good job. Bobby gets RB. See if they can pick up attack. Rain gets the Juke just their side too. Let's see if Bobby can use this tag pro and RB then use. Rain is out ahead of 1. Hopefully Biscotti can try to get this turn. Doesn't. Batch trying to use the bomb. Nice Juke by Rain. Bobby is out ahead of 2. I think just the Kemi Kappa needs to push for the returns a bit more. They seem to be like just trying to contain more. They just need to push for it. Because Range is holding for too long, it seems like. Bobby does go to 10. Joker is out past 2. Wallace has joined their team.
Sub there. They're playing with 5 on the field. Pat's out.
Pat has left. Maybe due to lag or wanting Wallace to play.
Yeah, maybe the lag would justify some of those really questionable plays there.
Let's
if
see
that
if
was the case.
Wallace can bring his brilliance from minors into this game. This could be a cap if they get the returns here. Rain is just staying alive, but he's doing a fantastic job. Scotty does get the return. This still could be a cap. Baz does grab and get out. And the return. Now Baz is ahead of everyone. Bobby needs to stay alive. He needs to get near one of those boosts, not just stand on the flag. Good kiss. Scotty could be out. Drogo's the only person ahead of him. Yes, bomb backward. He's ahead of 2. Can he get past Drogo? He's ahead of 2. He's going down bottom. Can he juke out Baz? No, he can't. Can we cap it? Cap 2 or more times to get the draw or the win. Carbolic is out ahead of 2. No, he's not. Staying alive. 1 flustered. 2 on 3 blocks. Rain, nice boost. Last round of power-ups are respawning. Can we cap it? Need to get these power-ups to stay in this.
It's definitely possible to get those 2 caps. It's going to be really fucking hard, but really possible, especially if they keep pulling flacids like that.
Gets mid.
And especially if Paz gets a tag pro. I reckon that tag pro alone is really going to settle it for Can We Cap. Maybe a draw is likely as Biscotti actually does get ahead. Carbolic, maybe this will happen. Drogo is on the boost. No pressure from Wallace. Wallace needed to be putting pressure, but they got the regrab. They got the juke juice on regrab, and Bobe is going for it again. 1 flaccid. Hayes and Drogo to beat. Plus Baz.
Oh,
He's got a gap.
He's
got a gap. That's 1 cap. Bobe is on regrab. This could be a comeback. This could be a comeback to, at the very least, tie up the game. Wallace trying to find the return, can't quite make it happen. Hayes is splitting back and forth, left and right. Hayes is ahead of 2. Carbolic and Bobe to beat. Carbolic is the snipe. No pressure from him. He should be able to get that return. Leaves us the last second to get to the end anyway. Drogo's the last one left. Wallace could get a return. Wallace makes the most basic mistake and misses a snipe and bombs his flag carrier both in one go. Ring gets a snipe. Drogo is going to be alive. Maybe a cap, not quite enough time. That's going to be a tie. That was just a succession of really bad decision-making and really bad mistakes from Can We Cap that I think resulted in that loss. But yeah, it did get pretty exciting towards the end. Thought they may have had an opportunity.
I think the worst enemy for Can We Cap it is themselves. Just seemed like they were just playing against themselves. They were just trying to do too much at once. Just need to get down the basics of what they were doing right in the first game.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely it. Their offense needs a lot more preparation than that if they want to keep being competitive throughout the next stages of OLTP.
Yeah, I'd like to hear if Pat was lagging throughout that whole game or he's like just started happening in the second half. Should we get captains in?
Yep, sure, let's do that.
Okay, I'll go get Rain.
Sorry, and we've got Bobe, Demo, and Rain here joining us in the commentary box for some interviews. Start with the Rain, congratulations on that win.
Thank you. Pleased to be here. Not happy that the boom headshot couldn't be on my team for this week, Bobe. We're going to prove you wrong on Monday night as well.
Oh, okay.
How did you feel you went Rain in that game? Do you think you improved a lot from last week with Baz in the team?
Oh man, Baz is an insane player. Baz and Hayes are just probably 2 of the most mechanically skilled players on the server, so I'm pretty happy with that win. Just how they played was really good.
Also very impressed with your flag holding. You just seem to be always holding the flag at the right time when they needed to get their return, but you stayed alive.
Nah, it was all Drogo's patient play, man. Like, I really would have been useless if Drogo's blocks and just using the boosts and the bombs in intelligent situations. If he hadn't been there, there would have been no win for us today.
I was very impressed with Drogo, actually. He's improved a lot since just last week. He seems like he's just got everything back to how he was playing from before.
Last week, we had a lot of lag issues with Drogo. As always, can't blame that. We just didn't play well as a team last week. But this week, just everything clicked.
Yeah, it seems like it did. And Bobby, how did you think you went? What do you think went wrong?
I don't know. Quite a few things went wrong. I guess we're going to need more preparation for next week.
Very unlucky loss there. Good win the Rain. And that is the last game for Majors in Season 5, Week 2. Next week, we shall be back Sunday, most likely at these same times. I'd like to thank Vin for the stream and Sizzle for commentating. And that is it for Week 2. We shall see you next Sunday.